It's that time again where we wrap up the week and take a look at some awesome new PlayStation 4 game trailers. These all released this week, so let's just get right into this. First up, we've got the Dragon's Crown Pro 4K comparison trailer. This trailer for Dragon's Crown Pro showed us the differentials of this new version compared to the last gen version, but it is specified that 4K support isn't the only brand new thing in Dragon's Crown Pro. The entire soundtrack has also been re-recorded with a live orchestra, so this is one to keep your eyes on. It releases on May 15th. Check out the trailer.
Let's see.
Killing Floor Incursion launch trailer. Killing Floor Incursion is the latest PlayStation VR title, and it's a fully realized multi-hour story-driven adventure with an additional endless mode. It's got solo and co-op mode and has you travel diverse environments from creepy farmhouses to the catacombs of Paris. Check out the Killing Floor Incursion launch trailer.
Good morning, Lieutenant. Take it easy for a moment while I brief you. You're a member of Horsing Corporation's security forces. Begin safety warning. You are in surgery.
Horsey is not responsible for psychological trauma due to simulated injury or Z exposure.
All part of a balanced breakfast. Prepare for extraction in 3,
It's up to us.
2,
Yay!
1.
Go team.
Should be easy peasy. Are you having a blackout? A seizure?
Do not die.
That will not improve your situation. Bollocks. Now things are getting serious. This virus is mucking up everything.
Concentrate, Lieutenant! Stay with us!
You will pay for every mistake in blood.
My head looks bloody enormous.
Everybody likes pressing buttons, don't they?
Aragami Shadow Edition announcement trailer. Aragami was a great downloadable stealth title, and now we've got Aragami Shadow Edition. This is the complete edition, and now the smash hit comes bundled with the upcoming story expansion Aragami Nightfall and all of the previously released DLC to date. Check out the announcement trailer. The Elder Scrolls Online Summerset story trailer. The Elder Scrolls Online has become one of the premier MMORPGs on the PlayStation 4, and it's seen quite the turnaround and has become one of the best MMOs available. This new expansion is going to have a lot to offer, so check out the story trailer.
Artaeum, the island that vanished. No longer a part of Tamriel, Artaeum exists someplace else. Under a strange and unknown sky, idyllic orchards and misty woods surround Kepra Tower. Here, reclusive monks follow the old ways, a combination of mysticism, magic, and divine laws that define the nature of reality. Now, in the dreaming cave beneath Kepra Tower, the Psijic Order has foreseen a dark cloud gathering over Summerset. Daedra. The Psijic Order needs allies to stand against the coming storm. Join them. Learn the secrets of the old ways. Master the techniques. And gain unimaginable knowledge. Without the power and guidance of the Psijic Order, nothing can stand against the Daedric threat.
Paladins launch trailer. Paladins is the latest in the free-to-play lineup on the PlayStation 4, and it already has over 25 million players, and it's a free-to-play fantasy team-based shooter. It's got that hero theme going on for it, and it is free right now in open beta, and the full launch is coming on May 8th. Check out the launch trailer. Vampyr new gameplay trailer. Vampyr is one of the unsung upcoming RPGs. It's got a great theme. We don't see a lot of great vampire games these days. Hopefully this one turns out well and becomes a staple franchise. The gameplay trailer released, it does look a little rough around the edges, but overall this is one to keep your eyes on. Check out the new gameplay trailer.
You seek to protect and heal the flickering mortals. How vainly noble of you, my child. Fear. Hate. Those are the only flowers your compassion may grow.
You get them weapons ready! Find one!
Leave me alone! Who are you?
Stay back! No, right! Burn it, boys! Over there!
See, where'd it go?
Untie your bonds, my child. Unlearn your past. Embrace your new nature. And once more be reborn. The vigor in their blood is all you need.
We will crush this beast! Crush the leech, boys! Shit! Lost it!
Submit to your hunger or resist it. But remember, mortals are now your prey, and you, my child, their mortal enemy. It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 pre-alpha gameplay trailer. Yes, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is finally back, and we've got pre-alpha gameplay. Now, I mentioned rough around the edges with a vampire, but this is really rough around the edges. As the title suggests, it's pre-alpha, so it's still a work in progress, and we're gonna get more at E3 2018, but for now, take a look at the pre-alpha gameplay trailer.
The Beyond Good and Evil 2 development team is ready for another check-in. This time highlighting their progress on player movement and showing new gameplay of both on-foot and spaceship piloting action.
The player is a pirate, so we have two kinds of very important gameplay, the ship itself and the character itself when he's moving on his feet, and the fact that he can use his staff, a bit like the first BG. Yeah? So we are working on all the mechanics of the staff, we are working on all the mechanic locomotion, how the character is moving. We have the jetpack, it's a good way to move in 3D.
Actually, you can also board the ship. So you are inside the enemy mothership trying to fight your way through the different rooms, and you have your jetpack so you can jump and escape and maybe come back to PH after this. It's up to you actually.
Another nice thing with pirates is that they are very mysterious in Beyond Good and Evil 1. They were inside caves, they were not like, you were not able to see them in the world. So that was very mysterious, and it is part of things we will explain or discover is what happened to the pirates.
Being evasive is one of the things pirates do best, but the team knows that when you're playing with friends, you won't want to lose track of them so easily.
In Beyond Good and Evil 2, we have huge spaces, so we have a big speed, and it's really hard in multiplayer to follow each other at those speed. So you really quickly you will lose your friends, and that's why you have the Armada, because in the Armada you can lock behind your friend.
The design of the game is pretty advanced now. We know where we are going, so we are in this phase of prototyping a lot of things today. So it's cool because sometimes we see some very fun stuff coming. So.
To stay up to date on Beyond Good and Evil 2 and talk with the development team about what you'd like to see in the game, go to bgegame.com to sign up for the Space Monkey.
City of Brass launch trailer. City of Brass is a first-person action adventure from senior BioShock developers, so you know that this is one with a lot of promise. You are armed with a scimitar and a versatile whip, and it's got very interesting gameplay mechanics. This is one that could turn out to be a sleeper hit of the year. It is available now on PlayStation 4. Check out the launch trailer. And finally, Detroit Become Human Art of Detroit trailer. If you thought the PS4 exclusives train was slowing down anytime soon, it is not, because this month we've got the release of Detroit Become Human. Obviously, a very ambitious game, and the Art of Detroit trailer gives you an idea of some of the thematics of the game. It'll be released on May 25th, but for now, check out the new trailer.
Detroit Become Human was produced over a period of 4 years. Here in Paris, we have a team of about 180 people, and to that, we need to add also all the outsourcing with our partners in the Philippines, in China, Vietnam, and in India.
So when we started working on this story, I had to imagine where Kara was built. And for whatever reason, the city of Detroit came very quickly to my mind because it had already an incredible story by itself of history and themes. So we traveled there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw, and we could really feel the desire to fight and really be born again. And we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the android industry was, using these huge factories to build androids there.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too. And for us, the graphic designers, it was an incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be rebuilt, we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future. We didn't want to make a science fiction universe, but a world of anticipation. If we chose science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials, but those things are very far from our current everyday life. Anticipation is more about gleaning from our contemporary reality, the one we know, because Detroit is set in 2038, and 2038 is tomorrow. The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible, a lot more elegant, and at the same time, making it visual. So all the computer equipment, autonomous cars, we simply had to invent. They are in fact very technological objects, but at the same time remain very credible and ingrained in reality. To create a cohesive universe in the fashion and clothing of the human characters in 2038, I didn't want to put an accent on strange shapes, or really vibrant colors, and things we wouldn't know. That I wanted to keep for the androids. The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting. Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special because this is a project about the place they could occupy in the human world. It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to correspond to every social class, rich and poor. Inspired by everyday utilitarian clothes, I brought a modern touch by adding dynamic display surfaces, the armband we can see on the side, the triangle on the front and back, an LED. Like that, there's no confusion.
Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, now. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Once we cast the actors, we travel to meet them in order to scan their faces. We record the structure of their face with the scan. And we record the colors and patches of skin with photography. Once we have this information, we will use this as a basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will develop together. Finally, we will have a character with character who corresponds to the project and the world. When the actors come to Quantic Dream, we show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game. This extra information gives them another dimension and color to connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play their character.
Your mission. That's all you care about, huh?
You should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here.
So that concludes must-see and brand new PlayStation 4 game trailers this week. What do you think? Which of these trailers did you enjoy the most? Which of these games are you the most excited for or are planning to pick up? Sound off in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching and goodbye.